This is Dan Dix here, reporting for Press for Truth. We're here in Spokane, Washington at the Red Pill Expo, and I am joined by Kent Lewis, a man who just gave a very fascinating talk here at the Expo, and it involved blockchain technology, but more specifically, the potential dangers of blockchain tech and where this could potentially lead the world. So what would you say your general message is to people in the cryptocurrency space when it comes to blockchain tech?
You've been tricked into creating the control system for the central banks. And people are going to be looking at that going, what? And the reason that I state that is because the fact of the matter is central banks, corporate banks, countries, and corporations are in fact placing every conceivable product and service in the world on private blockchains. And then every product in the world will also have RFID chips. And the CEO of blockchain and the CEO of chain have stated that, you know, they can track every transaction in the world because it generates metadata. And so there's furthermore, there's a company that was founded by the New York Federal Reserve. It's now a private company. And 3 of their board members are also on the board of governors for the Federal Reserve. They own Coinbase. They own Circle, who just purchased Poloniex. They own Ripple. They own Blockstream, the core software development company for Bitcoin. I own software companies, and I know for a fact if you control the software development, you control the direction of the product. Now, people are going to be saying, guys, hear me out before you start yelling at the screen and yelling at me. So a lot of people say, well, Bitcoin is and other cryptocurrencies are decentralized. Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you guys a question. What good is a decentralized cryptocurrency when you're making transactions on private blockchains that have every product or service in the world attached to them in which they can track the transactions? That's just a fact. So the decentralized nature of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies it's not relevant.
So that's not necessarily our saving grace here, is decentralization.
Decentralization has become a keyword of the globalists. This all fits into Agenda 21, the UN 2030 agenda. It's all part of smart cities, smart meters. It's all about control. And the blockchain will be is part of the 5G network, in which, you know, every product or service, all the RFID chips will communicate with the 5G. And they plan on enslaving humanity. And so what I've done and what I propose to the cryptocurrency and the blockchain community is I'm not anti-cryptocurrency. What I am is trying to get us to unite to create technological approaches to circumvent what they are in fact doing. What I'm saying is fact. It's undeniable. You know, I've wrote a report. You're welcome to go to my website and download it for free at www.freedom.social.
Now, it sounds similar to this concept we've heard recently about the Internet of Things, and basically every single product, every single thing being in this mesh system. And is this leading towards, in your opinion, a time eerily similar to biblical prophecy of when we can no longer buy or sell unless we have the mark, you know, the beast system? Is that what you think this is leading towards here?
Yes. They are creating and going to force prophecy upon us. And what I'm asking, again, I'm asking everybody. So what I've done is within my report, I've created a technological approach within cryptocurrency and blockchain technology to circumvent what they're doing. And a large part of this we've created a Freedom Market, for example, which is an open source, decentralized marketplace in which we need to build out marketplaces with products and services. And we need to be able to create local marketplaces that have bartering. And then you can purchase products locally or worldwide on open source marketplaces. That was one of the major keys to never participating in the beast system.
So, I mean, I've been warning about the cashless society that is inevitable, and that it is most likely going to be a digital-based system. Do you think a lot of the altcoins today are going to have to be completely eradicated, or is there's going to be a brand new one that's going to stem from these to become the one world digital currency?
I believe there's a pattern of things. So everything that I've said up to now is fact. My theory is governments are going to create, or the UN even, is going to create regulatory agencies to have decentralized cryptocurrencies registered to make payments or transactions on private blockchains. So because, fact, guys, the Federal Reserve, in fact, end of discussion, controls Bitcoin. They control Ripple. Ripple was created to replace the SWIFT system. Okay, only thing you have to do is look at the cryptocurrencies that are within Coinbase. They own Coinbase. To look at the cryptocurrencies in which I believe they're going to utilize to make transactions on private blockchains. So I do believe that the cryptocurrency community was tricked into creating this B system for them. It was just a diabolically genius plan.
You know, when I first heard about Bitcoin, I interviewed a lot of the key people in the space. I was going to, exhibits back in 2013, 2014, conferences, and my opening question to all these people was always, could this be a Trojan horse? You know, is it possible that the liberty movement could be duped or tricked into thinking that this is the avenue for their freedom, when in reality, people like the Rothschilds are not necessarily going to just easily give up what they've been working so hard to formulate here for centuries, really. They're not just going to let some cryptocurrency come along and steal their thunder, right? So moving forward then, what would you say are the best ways for people to protect themselves against this, or to circumvent, any kind of, to mitigate the control that they're going to be under?
Peer-to-peer transactions with utilizing cryptocurrencies are anonymous, okay? So, but the cryptocurrency community only makes up 1% of the world's population. So what they're looking to do is impose worldwide carbon taxes and value-added taxes on the 99%, because they'll be able to track every transaction. You won't be able to do anything. So what we have to do, everybody, we have to create technology in which we can utilize peer-to-peer transactions utilizing cryptocurrency. And how do you do that? You build out open source marketplaces where we all participate, okay? If we unite and we start building out these marketplaces now, okay? freedommarket.social is one of them. We do have open source code in which, if you would provide a link for it on your website, on your YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. Links are going to be located in the description below, because moving forward, yes, I think that this is what we're going to have to do to. I don't know if we can stop it from happening, but certainly we can use these tools to our advantage in the meantime. So yeah, what are all the links that people should be going to, and tell us a little bit about what is freedom.social, I believe.
It's www.freedom.social. This is a group-driven platform to expose the New World Order agenda. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is fact of what they're doing. Then we've also got Freedom Tube, which is very similar to YouTube, but we're mostly independent media. Citizen journalism, we've got IPTV and WebRTC, and what we're trying to do is get all these different groups like G. Edward Griffin's Red Pill University, and architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth in the vaxxed community, and what we're trying to do is expose this human depopulation agenda and wake people up, because people, I'm telling you now, if we don't unite and stop fighting, if we don't unite, we're done. It's over. So what I'm looking to do is unite us, and I've built a platform to do that, and it's freedom.social.
Freedom.social is the website. Be sure to check the links in the description below. I'm so glad G. Edward Griffin, had the foresight that was willing to invite you here to bring this message to this particular crowd, because I think it's important for people to understand. So once again, thanks so much for talking to us, and keep up the great work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We all want truth. The truth will set you free.